All right, guys. So in this video, we'll try to understand what is Git hosting services, right? And how we can use it, right? So it is just kind of a online, or you can say the cloud service, okay? And which will be like few, some open source are there, or some kind of paid services are also there, depending upon the requirements, right? So what it happens, it's like Git hosting services provide repositories for your projects and facilitates your collaboration through version control, right? The services host your git rep, like right now when you are working on a project, you are storing it somewhere. So where are we storing? We are storing in our own system by creating a git repository. So the git repository that we created is a local git repository to store our project. Okay, now if we want the git repository over the cloud, okay, so we have to use those platform which provides git hosting services. Okay, so these services host your git repository online, offering various features to enhance project management, collaboration, continuous integration, CI/CD. Okay, that means continuous integration and development, right? So it is a brief. The most popular obviously GitHub. Okay, your repository will be public and private, anything you can create. Your pull request, you can code review, you can issue the tracking, you can do CI/CD based development, and then we have a large community also that can help you in doing the things. Then we are also having GitLab. Okay, so GitLab offers comprehensive DevOps platform with built-in CI/CD pipelines. Okay, so this is also used. Then we have a Bitbucket also there, right? So it's like a part of kind of these all git things and all, right? And here also you can create public and private with a focus on private repository, right? So similar kind of features you can get it over here. Now which one is good? All of them are good, just like on which platform you are more comfortable. Okay, Azure repos is a part of Azure DevOps suite. Okay, so that also you can use if you're kind of working on DevOps using Azure, you can use it, right? Thereafter we have AWS code commit. Okay, which is a member of AWS things. Okay, AWS services is a fully managed source control service hosted by Amazon Web Services, right? So these are the major platforms that we use, okay, as a Git hosting services. Now question is, how can we use it? Like we want to learn it practically, right? So what practical we are going to do? First of all, we'll see how can we create a repository, right, on a this one GitHub, right? Remote repository, remote repo, and thereafter, whatever the local repo we are having, that we will push to the remote repo, right? So let's see how it works. The first step is like you should have an account on GitHub. Okay, so I hope you can easily create account on GitHub. Then you can go to your GitHub account, and here there will be an option of settings. Okay, so we have to go to settings over here. Okay, just a minute. So your settings will open up. In the settings, if you see, we have an option over here, developer settings, right? So we go to developer settings. Okay. Once you are on the developer settings, here you get an option of tokens. Okay. So this is a token which will be used, right? So now I'll click on token and then token classic. Now I can generate a new token. See, these are my old tokens. I can delete it, right? I can generate here a new token, generate new token. Okay, so it's a beta version, it's a classic. Always use classic, right? Beta, it is in the development phase. So to avoid any, because we are not here, like, some bugs may be there with that thing. So that's why use the classic version. Now just get logged in. You have to give the name of this token. Okay, so let's see, I'll give it a name like YT Git. Okay, and I'll set the expiration period for 7 days minimum, and then I'll select everything that I want everything to be allowed. Okay, as of now, right? Later on we'll see managing these things. As of now, let's select everything that I'm allowing it for any kind of use cases, right? Write permission, read permission, right? Everything. So it will give me a token. Okay, using that token I can access my GitHub repos. Okay, the remote repos through my terminal window. Okay, I'll show you how. Let's generate a token first. Fine. Now I have a token, right? I'll copy this token, right? And I'll store it somewhere, okay? Because I have to use it, right? So let's say I'll store it over here, right? Now, how can we use it? Okay. So for using it, again, I have to go to my terminal. Okay, let's open up my terminal. Okay, or terminal is already there, I guess, where it is. Okay, anyway, just a minute. This was a terminal. Okay, the old terminal I have closed it. No worry, that's fine. We can use this terminal. Okay, fine. So now what we have to, okay, so we have to just check over here that in which directory we are right now. So we are in local repo. What is local repo? Local repo is obviously is my local, local repo is what is my local repository, okay, which is existing in my system. Okay, so what I will do, I have to push this repository over the GitHub. Okay, so how can we do it? Here is the things I had given over here. First step is what I have to run git remote. Okay, that means I want to work with the git remote. Okay, and thereafter I have to give what, add origin and then URL. Which URL? See, I have to create a URL. Once I get my token, what I will do, I have to create a repository. First, I have to create a repository over here. Okay, so how can we create? I can go to home section over here, right? And then I will just create a repository. All right. So let's see how can we create a, okay. So we have to click on this new. When I click on this new, okay, it will ask me to create it, right? So let's say I'll give it a name. Any name I can give it, like YT get for MLOps. Okay, this is a name I had given. So it suggested it, right? It's saying that, okay, it is available, right? Now, when I create it, right, it will give me a URL. So this is a public, okay. So this is a URL I got. Okay, so let me copy this URL, right? Okay, and let me paste it somewhere because I have to use it. All right, done. Okay, so now it is done. Okay, now let's get back over here. So what I would do, I have to use the command over here, git remote add origin, right? Git remote add origin. Okay, and then I have to give the URL. Okay, which URL? That we just copied and pasted over here. Okay, this is a URL I have to use. That means I have to use this remote repository for my files or for my project development, right? So I'll press enter. Right now on this remote repository, there is nothing present. Okay, if I will show you over here, it is blank right now, right? If I will go to the repository, right, it's a blank. Okay, it is saying what, add files or something. Like if I click over here, it is saying what, I don't have any file, right? It is just blank repository, right? Creating a new file, uploading. So you can just create and do something over. But anyway, we'll do these things from our this one terminal, right? So when I execute it, okay, now it is connected, right? Next, what do I have to give? I have to give a command git remote. Now I'm connected to my this thing. So what is the name? It's like the remote will be identified with the help of origin. Okay, origin is what, is like a branch. Like we have a main branch. We created a main branch in while working with the local repo. So here origin you can consider like similar to that. Okay, it is like a branch, right? Later on we'll have the main branch and other things as well, right? Next, what we have over here the version, right? So git remote hyphen b, right? So what it will do, it is just saying that you can fetch from this particular thing, okay, and you can also push up to this thing, right? So what I have to push, okay, I have to just push the main branch into the origin, right? So I have to run over here, git push main branch into, where is my main branch? Main branch basically existing in this thing, right? That's why we are working in this directory, right? So I'll just execute it. So let's see what happened. Okay, it is saying invalid username and password. So here we have to understand what to do. Okay, see, I had generated a token. Now it's time to use that token. Okay, I have to, because if there is no such token, no user ID, no password, then anyone can, anyone can upload any kind of file into my Git, right? By running this thing, because this URL is what is open, anyone can access it. Okay, if you visit my GitHub account, you can also access it, right? Only thing, it's like only I can upload, only I can push my local repository into the remote repository. No one else should be allowed. So there should be some security, right? So here, that's why it is not allowing, because the token that I had generated last time, that token I had stored, and now that token is expired, as well as I had deleted that. That's why I can't use it, right? So what I will do, if we are working in kind of this one, what is that, Windows, you have to go to remote credential manager in Windows. For first time, there's no problem. Okay. So you have to, if you have stored the ID password for the first time, it will automatically ask you ID password. Okay. Second time, you can go to remote credential manager in Windows. Okay. And over there, whatever the ID password with GitHub is stored, delete it. Okay. In Mac, you can go to keychain access. Okay. You can go to what? Keychain access. I'll show you. This is a keychain access. Right. In keychain access, once you search for Git, it will appear, and from here you can delete it. Okay. Delete github.com. Okay. So whatever the thing that is present with the Git, okay, we have to delete it, right? So let's see it is deleted or not. It must deleted, I guess. Okay. In case if it is not getting deleted, right, it gets deleted after some time, it will get updated, right? No worry about it, right? In case, let me search for one more time. Okay, it is not showing. Nice. Let me search over here one more time. Not showing. Okay, it's fine. So in case if it is not getting deleted, you can also run this thing. Okay, git credential ox chain. So this will also erase all the credentials. Okay, it will also erase all the credentials if it is not getting deleted manually. All right. So let it be done. All right. So once it is deleted, you can do what? You can go for the next part. Okay, next part says what over here? You can again use the same thing. Git push origin main like this, right? Let's see if I will just do it, what will happen. Okay. So I just tried, now it is asking for the user part. So last time it didn't ask. Okay, so first time when you run, it will not ask. Second time it will ask you to delete the old password. So user ID password. So here I have to just give my email ID that I used to log in into the GitHub. Okay. And once I entered the email ID, then ask for the password. Now what is password? So here password will be this thing that I already stored over here, the key thing, right? So I'll copy this key, okay, and we'll paste it over here. Okay, enter. It will not be visible, right? Now if you, it is saying what? It is saying that okay, process is done. Okay, now how can we verify the process is done or not? We can get back to our Git right here. Okay, and let's see if it is having the things or not over here. Okay, you can see file one appeared over here. Okay, file one was actually in my system, right? It was having the things like hello world, this version 4. So this is a file that we created in my system, but now I uploaded it or pushed it to the things. So here we can say the branch. Okay, so here by default it's a one branch we have over here. View all branches if you click. So right now we have just one branch. We can create multiple branches and all that we will see. Right now it has just uploaded what? The main branch. Okay, if you want that, okay, it should kind of push the other branch as well. What was that other branch? Dev branch. Okay, we can also do that, right? So right now it just pushed the main branch. Okay, we can also run over here the next thing. Okay, what is that? Git branch all. So let's see git branch all. So right now it will show me that okay, it's a dev branch, okay, and main branch we have, and on the remote we have main branch. Okay, at the remote we have main branch, right? So this is what that currently we had seen, that how can we push our local repo into the remote repo. Thank you. Thanks for this. Thanks for learning these things. Okay. Next, we'll go for what? We'll go for more deeper into this thing. How can we use these platforms, or how can we use these remote repositories? Okay, how can we maintain, how can we kind of do the version control, how can we use version control system over here, right? So a lot of things are there. Stay tuned. Okay, keep learning. We'll join back.